All right, from the city that brought you second place in the Atlantic Division.
The Eastern Conference champions.
And now the reigning world champions.
The Toronto Raptors. Woo!
Let's get them in.
Zoned in.
Welcome to Zoned In. We have a special guest today, Funda.
Funda. His name is Sheldon, but we call him Funda. Is that okay with you if we call you Funda today?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
I hear Funda more than I hear Sheldon.
All right, cool.
So Funda, I'll give you a chance to let people know exactly your resume, your background. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm a basketball junkie, student of the game. I used to play a little bit, and now I'm more into coaching. I wore my sweater here to represent the school that I used to go to, Crawford Academy, and now I'm the coach there.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to build a little program there and give back to the school, see if I can make it into a powerhouse.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just a little challenge for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also one of the main skill development trainers for Canada basketball.
Oh, awesome. Impressive. And you also used to coach for Ryerson. You're one of the coaches.
Yeah, I was assistant coach at Ryerson
and
University.
they won that year when assistant coach. Didn't they win?
Okay, so we won. However, I keep getting told by Keza Keen that we only won one thing, which was the OUA championship.
That's still a championship.
So we won the OUA championship. We got bronze medal at national championship.
Okay.
So to them,
He's
they
so
think that's
humble.
more important.
He's such a humble guy. Well, we won the champion, but the national became third. Okay, that's still impressive.
Nice.
And also, y'all don't know about this, but he used to also run a very popular tournament in Toronto for a couple summers. That was a part of.
Yeah, the Made Pro-Am League.
Made Pro-Am League, which was before the Nike Crown League. Yeah, I'm calling y'all out. Before Nike Crown League, it was him. All right, so yeah.
And
so he's done a lot.
You coached Nike Crown League also, right?
Yeah, so it kind of morphed into Nike Crown League, and so we have our own team in the Crown League. We call it Made.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And unfortunately, we didn't have Crown League this year, but we also have the OVO tournament that we have a team in every year.
Yes.
And you're in the OVO tournament also?
Well, he coached in the tournament, and they were in the finals. He's so humble.
Yeah.
Look at him missing all of his accolades. Like, oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, I did. Like.
Yeah, we should have won that finals game too, man.
Yeah, so in the finals game, you guys almost won. Beat Drake's team.
We got scammed at the finals. I think it could have been a little bit of
favoritism.
I mean, I guess that's my biased opinion, but it seemed like the refs were just like, oh no, there's Drake. We have to give him every call. And
gosh.
Don't give Nate and Funda any calls.
Oh my goodness. But your team had Young Boy on it, right? I call him Young Boy. The young kid?
Who's that, Nikhil?
Yes, Young Boy. He was lit, man.
Yeah, Nikhil Alexander Walker, he really showed out throughout that tournament.
He's like a young kid. But
wait, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about?
He's like light skin.
Oh,
what was his name?
The real young boy.
Yeah, young. Listen, I was calling him Young Boy the entire tournament.
So we got some guys
good
on
young
the
talents
come up in Canada.
He's playing in the league right now.
Okay, so the young boy that NellyJ is talking about is Ryan Nemhard. He plays at Mountain Verde Academy right now.
Yes, he's very good. This kid.
Yeah, he's just a junior.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought we were talking. See, to me, all these guys seem so
young.
Now.
I know, because we're older. Yeah, we're like old people now, but yes.
But yeah, Nikhil Alexander Walker, he really showed out.
Yes, he did play well.
Me. He played with us.
And where's he now?
He's with the Pelicans, and I was happy that he actually got minutes
last
night
did.
as a rookie. He's coming in and he's really showing out.
Playing in Toronto, where he's from. So that's dope.
First game was in Toronto, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
So he's the cousin of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who also played with us.
Mm-hmm.
He's now in OKC, so I'm expecting him to show out this year too.
Wow.
So we got a lot of young talent coming up in Canada.
Oh, for sure.
It's getting better and better, so we'll see how it goes.
We're honored to have you on the show today. Appreciate it. Taking the time to stop on by.
I appreciate the invite.
So let's get into last night. So we had the first day of the NBA.
Yes.
Raptors ring ceremony.
Oh my gosh, that was emotional. Serge cried. I was like, oh, Serge. It's an emotional day, man.
I got a little bit of shivers when I watched it.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think for us growing up in Toronto, not ever thinking we're gonna ever make it, to see like what can happen in a year, but just really seeing the emotions of like the fans, Kyle, who's been here for the longest, and all of them. You know, like when Kyle saw his ring, he was like, I'm like, bro, are you gonna? He was so happy. Like that kind of emotion, you can't like it's not cost money and can buy it anywhere. It's an amazing feeling.
Did you notice how humongous the rings are?
They're heavy. I heard Fred said how they were so heavy. Must
Nice.
do weights for the ring. That's what he said.
I read an article. It's the largest rings ever in NBA history.
Really?
Wow.
They're huge.
No, they are huge.
They're
and
massive.
the design's so nice. They have
Right,
the
Oh, they're
skyline
gorgeous.
on them with the north.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're awesome.
And-
I'm happy that your boy got a ring.
Yes.
Super fan.
Oh, yes. I heard
Oh, yeah.
He got a ring.
Had to. Had
They
to.
had, yeah, he got a ring, and so did Drake got a ring too.
And 20,000 fans who went to the game, you got a ticket, you got a replica
The replica ring, yeah.
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yes.
So I was hearing talks about people who didn't make, who got traded, such as JV, CJ Miles, DeLon Wright.
Yeah.
I heard, do you remember? Did you hear the talk about possibly getting a ring? So
Oh, yes.
hopefully, if 20,000 people got a replica ring, maybe we can give them a replica ring.
Replica, yes.
Well, I want to say that they actually, I could be wrong, but I want to say that they actually do get a ring if they played a certain amount of games throughout
That's
the
what I'm
season.
Oh, okay.
So I think that those
there's like a
guys
limit. They might get a ring?
Might be getting. I
But
don't know if they played enough.
Fahim
now,
was
but-
like, don't give them no ring.
Don't give them.
Yeah,
He
I
don't give
agree. I don't
anybody.
think they should get a ring.
No.
I don't think they should.
I mean,
you didn't actually.
I know,
You
it's
didn't
true.
actually do
Contribute,
it. Like
yeah.
Gasol helped us, not you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
You helped us to get Gasol.
Yes, true.
Hey, it is what it is.
True.
That's fair. So real quick on the Raptors last night. What's your take going forward with this team without Kawhi? Anything?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
My take is I'm kind of scared. Only because like we were struggling with the Pelicans the first couple quarters. Third quarter we came out like more aggressive. I felt that we came out kind of not as aggressive as before, but I think when we got into rhythm, it was great. I'm concerned about the 8-man team that we have. Our bench, where's our bench? I remember Raptors had the strongest bench in the NBA last year. So I feel like now, I don't know, I feel like if our bench can develop into, because we can't play what we played yesterday every game this year. We will die.
Right.
So we need to, I'm hoping that we get our bench players more in the game and get more confidence, because if we don't play them, they won't get confident.
It's funny because when I was watching the game, I actually noticed, hey, the bench model that we had 2 years ago, that was led by Fred and Pascal. That's not. That's
Now
not
our starters.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's interesting when I look at what Nick Nurse is trying to do. I'm assuming that he's trying to motivate the other guys to play a lot harder. I did read some articles where he pretty much voiced his concern of, okay, like these guys don't understand how hard you have to play in order to win a championship. I'm not expecting them to win a championship this year. I'm actually expecting them to probably be like a 6th seed in the East.
So middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
I understand him trying to motivate the guys and overachieve.
Yes.
Stanley Johnson should be able to play hard enough to be in the rotation. He's another guy that played in the OVO tournament against us.
Okay.
And he's just a brute force where he should be able to impact in an NBA game, at least on the defensive end.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, I know there's a couple guys who were a bit injured,
Right.
but still, like, you gotta be able to play more than 8 guys, especially
Yeah.
the first game of the
First
season.
game, the Pelicans without Zion. So
And the Pelicans played 12 guys.
yeah, they played their full team.
Yeah.
So the Raptors last night, game 1. I'm just looking at it as that's the first game of the season. So it's just about feeling out, getting a rotation. I think we had some positive things in Pascal, positive Fred VanVleet. I think not playing Stanley Johnson, the bench, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. That look, what's that look for? You're questionable about that period.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to be a rotational player.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's the first game of the season. I
Yeah.
think we just have to feel it out. One person I could say that from the time we picked him up, Terrence Davis.
Yeah.
So when I had no idea who he was before He went undrafted.
Yes.
I heard we picked him up.
Yes.
I went straight to YouTube and said, who is this guy?
He might be the next Fred VanVleet.
Yeah.
This guy, from the time I did that first YouTube search at him of Ole Miss, there's something about him. I was like, yo, he looks like he could play. So going forward to Summer League, I haven't watched any Summer League. Since the end of the season,
I didn't watch it either.
I've cut
I watched a
basketball
couple
off.
games.
It's like, when you eat food and they give you something to like clear your palate?
Yeah.
That's what I thought with basketball. I just felt like I just went to other sports, and now I'm back in ball. And Terrence Davis, he has this ability like, he's like a combo guard. Reminds me of like, remember Johnny Flynn?
Yeah. I remember
You know?
Johnny Flynn.
So
yeah.
Johnny Flynn, but Johnny
Throwback.
Flynn never really, he never,
really panned out.
right.
Yeah.
After second year, he didn't. But he reminds me, he seems like he has the ability where he has all the tools, like he's athletic and he seems very confident, where I think he can work himself into being a high rotation player on this team. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I think it was a lot of like nerves. First game.
Yeah, for
Plus,
sure.
they just got the rings. I think they're emotional, but I think the Raptors by December will get into a good rhythm. So it's early. But I'm saying, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
now I'm going to ask the question.
Yeah.
Where are you guys projecting them to land by the end of the season?
7th, 8th at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 7th, 8th. I think so.
And yeah, I'm guessing middle of the pack. I'm thinking, I think it's possible where we can possibly get home court advantage in the playoffs. I think,
Really?
and I'm not speaking first. I'm speaking like a
Fourth
fourth
seed, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking a fourth seed
A
is
fourth
possible.
seed, okay.
Because I look at this team, it could be like addition by subtraction. I know Kawhi is a huge loss, but Siakam's proven that he's ready to step up and be the. And also, last night didn't show what OG.
Yeah, he was.
I
again,
think
that's
OG
true.
this year is going to have a breakout year.
I hope he does.
And
We him too.
when we talk about, like, remember when we had Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady? And there's like possible if we can keep those guys together,
Yeah.
that wing combination that never panned out. I think if we can keep Pascal and keep OG, I think there could be something there because I think OG's gonna have a breakout year this year, and I think other people fill in the void of Kawhi leaving, and I think we're probably like a middle of the pack. We're in the playoffs still. Some people.
Oh, for sure. For sure, a playoff team. In the East,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Got one question for you. So what do you think of the new rule of the challenge?
I love it.
I think it's great.
I think it's awesome.
Like, it's been needed since
Yeah,
years ago.
I think it's great.
So I've gone to quite a bit of G League games. So they've been testing that out in the G League for at least the last 2 years. And I thought it was effective because sometimes referees make mistakes. They're humans, right?
Yeah.
Right.
They make mistakes. And so why not be able to challenge it? They're reviewing every other play anyways. You might as well
Exactly.
get a call right.
Exactly.
Right? So,
It's true. I think in every sport, challenging should, like refs aren't perfect. They're not the law. So I think it's best that coaches can challenge, especially some plays. And some plays are critical to an entire game.
Right.
Some plays can change an entire game atmosphere off of one bad call.
How long have they been doing that in the NFL?
Yeah, well, NFL, you have to have challenges, man. But remember, challenges, I think maximum is 2, right?
Right.
For the entire game. So you got to be careful on how you call a challenge.
So Nick Nurse made history in calling the first first challenge.
Yes.
But I think everyone can learn from Nick Nurse what he used the challenge on. Maybe we have to think of like that challenge as like that golden ticket. So you got to be sure that because there's some plays late in the fourth quarter that you can actually use it that you just can't waste it on things that might be that don't really shape the game.
Yes.
But we can't wrong him.
No.
It's just
yeah.
As a coach, you gotta have feel of when's the right time, when not to. If I can let this call go, is the game slipping away? Is it, crunch time? So that comes into play. I'm sure they'll get better at it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So how about the other game? The Battle of LA was
Battle of LA.
LA.
That was intense. That was intense.
Yo, I was deading because LeBron. First of all, I was in LA yesterday. So being in LA, folks, and like being like in the city where the battle's gonna happen, like offices were divided. People were like, it was yes, I'm like, wow, it's gonna be a long year for LA Clippers and Lakers fans. They're gonna be like arguing all year.
Yeah.
It's really intense out there.
So the game was in LA, but the Clippers had home court.
Yes.
So the Clippers, I like their rebrand with their court.
You liked it?
Yeah, it's like black,
I
has this
don't mind
Brooklyn.
it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
New
Only
era.
thing, he got booed. Kawhi
Of
got
course, because
booed
it's probably,
at home.
well, it's probably more
So-
Laker fans there for
And
sure.
That's the point
like,
I'm making. Like, it's gonna take a long time for this Clipper team to like get over the hump.
but honestly, like booing Kawhi is a problem. Kawhi loves boos. Like I think that helps him as a robot. Like he loves that shit.
As a robot.
Boo me,
Hey.
I want to be booed. Like he loves that. No, that's what he wants, man.
But the thing is, they're booing him because they know, like,
He's good.
yeah,
That's
we
a
didn't get you, we wanted you.
Yes.
And now we don't have you, and you're about to lock up LeBron. So,
That's
I don't know. All we
honestly-
can do is just boo him.
But you know what? What I love was that Kawhi was guarding LeBron, but not LeBron and Kawhi.
Never.
Like
Never.
so. This is why I love Kawhi, because Kawhi is like that kind of guy. I will score more points than everyone, and I'll guard the best player on your team. That's Kawhi. You cannot hate this guy.
Yeah.
You can't.
Kawhi is that dude, man.
He's that
Yes.
dude. You can't. Yo. So you know what? When the Clippers win tonight, which they did, but before that game, LeBron did go on social media and called this year his revenge tour. So what is he avenging or revenging?
Oh, I
you
got one
think?
for you. The fact that last year he got injured,
Okay.
and all of a sudden he went from being the start of the year, the best player in the league, time he
being,
got
like,
injured,
fifth?
to being like, he's a dog now. Like no one gave him respect after the injury.
Okay.
And now with up and comers like Giannis and Kawhi and everybody,
Steph is now
the
seated
gap
above him.
is closing,
Mm-hmm.
and people aren't giving them the respect. So I like the fact that he's coming back with the with that
revenge tour.
I
How
like
about you,
that. I like
Funda,
that.
about the
So-
revenge tour?
I get it because, for one, he didn't make the playoffs. So, especially if you watch the first take, Max Kellerman, Stephen A. Smith, they pretty much just, LeBron's not the best player in the league anymore. He's not even in the playoffs. He's irrelevant. Let's not talk about him.
Right.
So I get it. As a competitor, as a player, he should be coming out saying this is a revenge tour.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if he's the best player anymore.
Wow.
I'm not
Honestly,
sure.
It's debatable now. Before it was not debatable, but
Right.
after last year, you can actually have a debate about the best player in the NBA.
Okay, so I don't want to be like those other first takes and first things first and all those where like we debate about who's the best player, but it changes every week depending on the type of week someone has. Like we have to think
Okay.
over a longer term.
Yes.
So I just want to ask this though, and that's fair if you're not convinced he's the best player. So I'm going to ask you, who do you think's in the running? Like who, if not LeBron, it's who?
Okay, so I think it's really tough to say, but I would say that it's between Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James.
Okay, that's fair.
And Kawhi plays defense on the ball, so I kind of give him that edge. Even LeBron's a bit of a better offensive player, but Kawhi finds a way to get it done anyways.
Yeah.
And I think we'll see less of what LeBron can really do because he's probably going to end up deferring to Anthony Davis a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's passing the ball a lot more.
Yeah.
Whereas Kawhi, I think if Kawhi was playing with AD, Kawhi will still score more points than AD and defend and pass the ball.
Yeah.
I feel like Kawhi to me is, again, I think they're toe to toe. Kawhi and LeBron. Of course, Durant, if he wasn't injured, of course I'll include him. But people who can play right now between Kawhi and LeBron, if I can pick a player for my team, I'm picking Kawhi right now at this moment.
Yeah.
But LeBron, honestly, he's a great player. Like you can't knock the guy.
Yeah, we're
And-
talking about between 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean,
right,
like,
right.
and that could interchange depending on the person, preferences,
Right.
stuff like that.
Well,
Matchups.
the beautiful thing is, so we're talking, and we're all agree. I agree
Yeah.
with you both.
Mhm.
It's Kawhi and LeBron. If you had to go into a game 7, who would you want leading your team, LeBron or Kawhi right now? And we're saying this at the start of the season.
100% I would say Kawhi Leonard. Especially after that run that he had last year with the Raptors. Like, the Raptors shouldn't have gotten through the Philly series.
Philly series. Listen,
We shouldn't have gotten
Listen,
through the Philly
the
series
reason why I
if it
picked
wasn't
Kawhi-
for him.
I picked Kawhi because the shots, less shots. Like
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
it was the craziest shot ever made in any NBA any NBA run. Like his playoff run is historic,
Right.
and that shot alone, like after that, he's clutch. When do you like LeBron makes clutch shots, but like that in the playoffs, I've never ever seen that.
Yeah, I still feel more comfortable with other guys having the ball in their hands over LeBron.
Yeah, for sure. Me, Clay,
At the end of the
Steph,
Yeah.
Durant. Like I can name players that I would pick the ball before.
So if Kevin Durant was healthy,
Yes.
I wouldn't be having a conversation about this at all. It would just be Kevin Durant #1.
Yeah, no, Durant will definitely be. To me, I'm sorry, but to me, it would be between Durant, Kawhi, and LeBron. That's a hard. I don't know.
I think it's hands down Kevin Durant.
No, no,
Really?
Durant.
Yeah.
Remember, Durant's a better shooter than LeBron to me in terms of shooting, but I think Durant has better defense than LeBron too.
Yeah.
Personally, so
You're going with Durant.
I'm going with Durant.
But-
all day, every
but
day.
LeBron is
Kawhi.
such a. But LeBron is just so. I don't know.
Because I feel like Kevin Durant is unstoppable on offense,
Agreed.
and he has proven that he can go and guard LeBron
Yes.
and use his length and actually guard and stay in front of him, make him into, I guess, more of like a mid-range guy. And if you're getting mid-range shots, that's what we want defensively now, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're shooting contested mid-range shots, as a defender, you've done your job. You kept him off the free throw line, kept him out of the paint. You're running him off the three-point line. That's what you could do. So if you got to shoot over Kevin Durant, I mean, come on.
So, and going into the same scenario, Game 7,
yeah.
you're choosing Durant. And I agree with you in all those aspects except leadership. Durant's been blessed to have a good cast around him. And he's even, with Westbrook, he didn't prove it was his team. No one can say, like,
Yeah, I don't.
you know?
Yeah.
Then he goes to Golden State.
Who beat him in the conference finals?
And when he gets to Golden
Right.
State,
In Game 7.
he had a lot of talents around. So my point is, in regards to his leadership, Brooklyn, this is his first chance in his entire career where we're going to
Facts.
see,
Let's
see how you do with your team.
Okay.
Yes, because to me, I think if Kawhi was playing on the Warriors, I think you'd be calling Kawhi the best player too. Because to me, I think Durant had a great cast on the Warriors. And his 2 rings, I think Kawhi's 2 rings are above Durant's 2 rings, personally.
Yes.
I just know that when Kevin Durant has the ball,
He's
it's a bucket.
Okay.
Yes, but remember.
So the whole fourth
keep in mind,
quarter-
though, keep in mind, Durant's not being doubled like Kawhi is in our games. Because remember, they can't double him because there's Steph, there's Clay, there's Draymond. I feel like you
Okay.
put Durant on a regular team like everyone
Like
else.
Brooklyn.
Like Brooklyn, where
Let's
he's being
see.
doubled every freaking night. We'll see how.
This is
This
Durant's.
is true test.
He will still get buckets.
I'm not saying he wouldn't,
Guaranteed.
but we will see. He'll score, but I'm saying it's a different game, right?
Okay.
It's
There's a reason why the Raptors fans cheered when the man tore his
No,
Achilles.
that's
sure.
not share. No.
No.
I think Raptors fans. I think they were happy that Serge stole the ball, but they weren't cheering for his injury.
No, I think they're happy that there's one less person out of the way stopping us to get a championship.
Yeah, they saw him fall
Yeah.
and lose the ball,
Yeah.
and like, oh, he might not be able to play anymore.
Exactly. Right.
They might not have known he tore his Achilles.
No,
right?
they- yeah.
I know.
I think
I
they
know
felt.
for sure. They were like, oh, he
Yeah.
might be out. They were happy when Clay was out.
Yeah.
I know I was happy when Clay was out. Hey, we have a chance to win.
Yeah.
Just as fans, as competitors, that's how you
Yeah.
think.
But you know what?
If Kevin Durant played, I don't know. Did you guys watch?
Serge Ibaka's
Yeah.
interview. Yeah, we
No,
watched
it's-
it.
I
I saw the
don't.
clip.
I don't know. I don't know.
Listen,
If
we
he
were
was- he
listen
played-
with Kawhi. Damn it, we will beat you, Durant. I don't care. Kawhi. Listen, I'm a Kawhi. Listen, Kawhi on my team. Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Well, one day we'll see. I
Yes,
guess.
we
I
will.
guess
Yeah,
we
we
will,
will
yeah.
see.
What do you say about so LeBron and Hong Kong? Real quick in regards to any thoughts? So yesterday, TNT, the cast,
Yeah, Kenny,
Ernie, Kenny,
mhm,
Shaq, and
Chuck.
Charles Barkley. They were talking about the Hong Kong situation.
Hmm.
I'll let you guys go. Anything in particular? We all
Um,
listened to it,
At the end of the day, I think everyone has their own takes on it.
right?
What Moray did to tweet about China, I don't see anything wrong with it personally, but I can see what people in the NBA may have felt it was a bad timing. That's all. I don't think what he tweeted was bad. I think, in business, you have to always be aware of it. And if Moray was the owner of a team, he can do whatever the hell he wants, but he's not. He works for a company who has ties into China. So his opinions were not wrong, but I feel like he also has to be careful of what he tweets when he's in that role. That's all I'm trying to say. However, I don't think it was bad what he did, and I think it was just timing, I think, for most people. That's all.
Okay, so I understand completely where he's coming from. I just feel like if you're going to tweet about something, or you're gonna just say something about, especially an issue like that, why not have some kind of way to resolve it, or something that you're gonna do to change things, rather
So
than
a
just
call to
blurt
action,
about it.
yeah, call to
Right.
action, not just blurt. This is wrong. This is bad,
Right.
hat, and that's it. Yeah,
How did that change anything?
yeah.
If
It made things
anything,
worse.
it's making things worse.
You're right, and I think the whole Trump, the tweet fingers. Some people don't understand that tweeting is great, but you have to also be careful that what you tweet out, it's out there. You can't just take it back.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, if we have free speech, he could
Yes.
say whatever he wants.
Yes.
I would just think that he would actually maybe think a little bit more. Okay, like we're here in China, and the NBA has all these ties with China. Your team has all these ties with China. So let me think a little bit more. If I'm going to say something,
Let me just kind of
actually do
craft it
something
differently
about
about
it.
it. Yeah,
Right.
You're right.
Let me
How about
actually
you,
do something
Faheem?
about it.
What's your thoughts on?
Everything you said, I completely agree with. I think it's just a timing thing. I think he's well within his right to send a tweet in support. I just think the timing was kind of really bad. I also think that I'm going to say everyone came down on LeBron really hard. I'm just going to see from another aspect. So LeBron's there. It's LeBron's empire. So it's like LeBron, but he also has Clutch Sports, and he has like Rich Paul, everyone, So I'm just thinking like LeBron, he spoke, maybe definitely ill-advised, I agree.
Yes.
But I'm just wondering, LeBron, is he speaking for him? Because say, for instance, LeBron agrees with
He probably
Morey,
does.
but his people he works with, they might think, hey, you know what? Because we all know that China's obviously the largest
Oh yeah.
connection with LeBron in regards to money.
And outside of the U.S., like
Right.
China's the number one.
So I'm just trying not to bash LeBron too hard on it, because as much as he said it, we don't know the backdrop behind it. One other thing is LeBron, in regards to the Black Lives Matter, and he had a tweet, something saying about an injustice. Here is injustice everywhere, and he's speaking in particular to that one.
Yeah.
I just think he should be kind of consistent.
He wouldn't-
if
exactly,
you're
that's
going to be for that, you should carry that torch. And
everywhere.
Also, lastly, I have a lot more. I was hard on Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan went his entire career being completely political. He
was not
hands off.
he was
didn't-
not.
He was all about
He
the
was too
money.
busy
He was about
money
the
and
sports.
gambling and
Anything like selling my shoes, I'm out of it.
yeah.
So now I actually understand. I can understand where Michael Jordan was coming from, because when you have that kind of influence, at least Michael Jordan you knew what you're getting.
And consistent without saying anything about anything.
While LeBron, he kind of
picked and chooses.
he's kind of playing the I'm political, I'm the next generation, and then backtracking is not consistent.
Yeah.
So I just think he should be consistent.
Cool.
All right.
Well, you're just in the zone. Thank you for entering.
Just in the zone. Funda,
It was a pleasure.
right?
Yeah, we should do this again sometime.
Absolutely. and good luck with the program at Crawford.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Zoned In Podcast. We out.